guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, you know the drill. Thanks for stopping by. If this is not your first time and you're a returning subscriber, you're the realest MVP. Thank you so much for stopping by again. Do well to like this video if you enjoyed watching it after watching it, and join the family by subscribing should you enjoy this video. Also, while you're subscribing, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I have a new video up on YouTube. With that said, I'll be going into today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing what my work from home desk looks like currently. This was the setup I was using while I was working, but right now I'm currently an MBA student, so it's still the same setup I use. I'm going to be showing you all my very productive gadgets and devices that I use and what I use them for, starting off with my table. If that's something you're interested in, then definitely continue watching this video. So I'm going to dive right in and show you what I have and how I use them. So starting off, I have this wonderful table that I got. This was courtesy of my workplace before I went on for my MBA. I had a $500 stipend and I decided stipend for work from home. There's a name they gave it, but so I decided to use that money instead to get a standing desk. And this desk is by FlexiSpot. I'm going to be showing like more detailed video after I'm done with this. So it's by FlexiSpot and it has a nice drawer. I don't want to show you guys what's in the drawer because it's a little bit scattered. But one thing I really like about it is that it's a standing desk. So I already set it to like a perfect height for standing. So all I literally have to do is press one when I'm ready to stand, and as you can see, it keeps going up, which is just awesome. So I'm going to stop you. Oh, okay, so perfect. So this is what it looks like sitting down, and this is what it looks like if I'm to just stand and type. And of course I type, and this is what it basically looks like. So this table I got off FlexiSpot. I think in total it was about $490 something, but it wasn't up to the $500 that I got as stipend for my workplace. Another device that I have is my iPad. As you guys know, I got this iPad in 2021. My husband got it for me as a gift for starting my MBA, and it has been super helpful. I can't tell you guys how much I use my iPad, but why basically the major thing I use it for is I use it to edit my YouTube thumbnails, and I also use it to take notes. And the notes app I use is the Good Notes, and then I kind of like have folders for everything. So when I was working at Land O'Lakes, I had like a folder for it for all my meeting notes. I'm going to take a closer video and show you guys. And then I have MBA school, and then I have all the courses that I've taken so far right there. It's just an awesome app to take notes with, and when I'm studying, there are several materials that I'm reading. I like to just use my Good Notes and then write summary of what I'm reading, so I have like a detailed notes. My study partners always tell me that my notes are like the most detailed, and I totally agree with them because I even go as detailed as writing the exact steps to arrive at those answers. So that's with the iPad. Next I have my iMac. This is the 27 inches. I decided to go for the older one because this was the only monitor that they had that was 27 inches, and I really wanted a big monitor, and this was the only one. I didn't want the 2021 because that was just 23. They haven't released the 27 inches. The reason why I really wanted the monitor, there were two options. I could get like the regular monitor where I can just like cast my laptop to this, but I also wanted the desktop where I could easily like do my editing and do like a whole different laptop. So that's why we went with the iMac. One thing I like about this is so you know, with Chrome you can create like different browser profiles. So I have one for school and I have a personal one, and this is super useful when I want to open like 3 tabs. I can have like 3 tabs open right here. If you guys were watching like my study vlogs, you would see that I usually would have like an average of 4, and then especially when I was working on my marketing paper, so I had like a browser with all the resources, and then I also had like a note at the center. So that's basically what I use the desktop for, and I also use it for editing like I mentioned, and I also use it for like typing out my paper assignment. So I'll have the browser with the resource that I'm using here, and then I'll have my Word documents here where I'll just be typing my thoughts, and that's exactly what I use this for. So the next item of course is this phone stand. Beautiful phone stand. I got this on Amazon. Honestly, it's really good. I like that you can tilt it this way and then you can also tilt it this way. So far it's able to hold not just my phone, but it also holds my iPad for when I want to watch like a movie as I'm reading and stuff. I can definitely do that. The only thing though is that you have to bring it forward so that it has some support to you know, at the back, and that's why I basically have As screensavers, you guys can see on my iPad, I have my business. So if you haven't shopped at Lashes, you're on a long thing, definitely check us out on our website. And that's with the phone stand. Of course, you guys, if you don't know already, I am a huge Apple fan. So most of the devices that I use are Apple products. So of course I have my Apple phone. I mean, everybody has a phone. So any phone you have is basically fine, as long as it does what you want it to do. Okay, so as long as you have everything you need, or you're able to do what you want to do on the desktop, that's fine. This candle, of course, I got from Bath and Body Works. They were having like huge sales, so I went, and you know, they said buy 3 and you get 3 extra free. I was like, okay, so I got 3 candles and I got 3 free. So that's what I have here. I love candles. If you guys don't know already, I love candles. So I have one here, and then I have another one at the other side. And I got this plant pot from I got this aloe vera, I think from maybe IKEA or Home Depot, I'm not really sure. But the pots, this one here, I got from IKEA. As you can see, I really like it because it's small and it's really aesthetic. It's like a gray color, so it matches perfectly with the table. I have 2 hard drives behind there. I don't want to move it so I don't disconnect it mistakenly. So I have one that's 5 gigabytes, where is like a family hard drive. So my husband has a folder, I have a folder, and I have a YouTube folder where I edit my stuff. And then I have the other one that I was using prior to that. The reason why we got that is because this desktop is 512 and with 16 gigabytes RAM. So there's only so much it can possibly do, and I don't like, and I always run out of space. So that's why we invested in getting that 5 terabytes hard drive. Now on this side, I have a laptop stand. I like this because it helps like level up like my laptop. I can see what I'm doing. I'm not like looking down to get shit done. Everything I need is basically here. And of course I'm using the 2021 MacBook Pro M1 Pro chip. Such a mouthful, but yeah, I basically love it. The only issue I have with this one is it's really heavy, and as I mentioned before, when your stuff is closed like this and then you lift it, any little movement will make, I feel like the hinges they use are not strong enough, so this will end up like just flying behind, which scares me a lot because like it's almost as if my screen is about to fall out. So that's what I have on this area. And then of course I have a paper towel, what is this called, tissue for blowing your nose. I have an extra candle, and I have a box of chewing gum here, which is this one. I really don't like this one because one, it's too sweet, and then after like 5 minutes it starts tasting weird. So I just leave it here for decor pending when I will dispose it. And of course I have another aloe vera there, of course. The chair that I use is, I'm going to show you guys in the clip later. So for my vanity table, I use this white chair with a 4 and this throw pillow that I got from IKEA. I find it really pretty, and it also helps like soften the seats if you want to sit on it, or I just give it to my clients when they come to hug as a, you know, something to calm them. So yeah, that's basically that. Now for what I use for sitting, I use a black working chair. I'll show you guys that shortly. It's not very comfortable, it doesn't tilt back, and that's something I really dislike about it. You can reduce the height and increase the height as need be, and that's basically it. The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't tilt back. At the bottom here for cable management, I got this cable management box from AliExpress, and I can't remember, but it came as this, is it a set of 2 or 1, maybe 1, and it fits basically everything, and I really like it. I'm happy I got the big size, so it fits my 2 sockets and all the plugs and everything. Now on this side I have a printer, and I have actually let me show you guys. I have a here, I have a paper shredder, and this is by Fellowies or something. You basically just put the paper and it shreds it. I got this from Walmart. I think it was like $54 or $60, and it also shreds credit card as well. That was why I got it. And of course I made sure that the max, that like there are some that can only take like 2 papers, 6 papers. I think the max on this one is 6 at once, which is great. And over there I've got my printer. That is the box there, and then I just use that as the platform to place the printer itself. I really like this printer because the ink really lasts long. It's really good. It's Bluetooth. The first one I had spoiled, but because I was within the warranty, they sent me a new one, which I absolutely love. It's the Epson 2720, which it's like beautiful. I love it, love it so much. Now on this side, the cable management that I was talking about, it's not perfect, but this is what it basically looks like here. Just that, and then with the cables in there. One one thing I also forgot to mention is that this also has, like, you can set it to the height you want, like I did. It also comes with like some cables, two USB-C, regular USB-B, and then one USB-C here. I use all of them. One is constantly plugged to my iWatch charger, which is what I use it for, and then I plug this to charge my iPad for the USB-C. I have a keyboard mount trackpad. This stuff is a must if you're constantly working, because one, it helps you like rest your wrist, and it's very, very important, because when I wasn't using it, my wrist would be paining, like hurting me. So you definitely need this. I'll link this down below. I have two key Apple mouses, because one is for the desktop and then the other one is for my laptop. And I know you guys are wondering, you already have a trackpad, but this is super useful because it scrolls left and right, and it also scrolls vertically, which was something I was looking for because of YouTube editing. So you definitely need this. I've used the MX mouse, Logitech one. I don't really like it because it's too big and it doesn't scroll horizontally. This scrolls horizontally, so very, very important. It's very fast, it's very lightweight and sleek, so I love it. Fits anywhere, but the Logitech one doesn't fit anywhere. This is the phone stand. That's the hard drives. Those are the hard drives, the keyboard, and of course the stand for the laptop. So I'm just gonna close this to show you what's here. So I have a box of tissue, I have aloe vera, another candle light there, and some chewing gums. So one thing I also forgot to mention about my laptop is that I have privacy screen guard on it, which is honestly so helpful, especially during exams when you don't want anybody peeping through, peeping and seeing what you're doing, or you're in class and you're multitasking and you don't want to distract the person behind you. This is definitely helpful. As you can see, you can't see anything on my laptop, even though like I'm obviously doing something. You can't see it until I bring you guys closer. You have to be at a certain angle for you to be able to see, but from that angle you can't see anything. You can't even see anything unless I bring you guys closer like this. That's when you can see what I'm actually doing on my laptop. I really find this helpful just because it just helps alleviate that fear that, oh, you're distracting somebody in class from what you're watching or what you're doing. Sometimes I'm in class and I'm taking notes, I'm also taking notes for another class, so it's like just being able to multitask. Another thing that I also can't find, which I actually do have, is a mouse jiggler. So let me see if I can find it and show you guys how it works. So this is what the mouse jiggler looks like. I highly recommend this particular one. I tried two before I finally settled for this on Amazon, because this one is relatively quiet. The other one was just so noisy and it didn't really work, but this one is just perfect. All you have to just do is plug it into your laptop and this will be moving your console. So you basically put your mouse on it and then it moves it by itself. While some people use this for other reason, the only reason I use this for is just so when I'm out grabbing lunch, if you're using Microsoft Teams, you know how annoying that thing is. Like whenever you leave for like 2 minutes, the thing just like shows you inactive, like you're out of work or something. So your colleagues might be thinking, oh, she's not serious or she's not on her seat, especially because now everything is almost virtual. So there are some people that actually track you to make sure that you're doing your job. So sometimes you just want to step out and grab lunch and you don't want it to go off and show that you're not online. So this is definitely helpful. It works for all kinds of mouse. I tried it with the MX Logitech mouse, it didn't work, but it definitely works with the Apple mouse. You just need to put it at a certain angle. So you see this part where it ends, you want to make sure that that's meeting it's hard to describe, but after you use it for a couple of times, you'll be able to find that sweet spot where it should be able to move it by itself. So this is definitely helpful. If you're working from home, you definitely need to get this, okay? And it's very inexpensive. I think it's like $30 or $34, but a huge lifesaver. So definitely get yourself one. Yeah, I just wanted to add that before I go off. And that's basically it with my office work from home tour. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and if you did, give me a huge thumbs up, like this video and subscribe. If there are any questions you have, I'm happy to answer them, and I'm going to link all the items that I have in the description box, should in case this inspires you to set up your own space as well. if there's anything you're supposed to take out from here, definitely get this table. It's like, it's really good. I wish I got the one that had glass, but this is equally very fine. I love this one. It's perfect. It's very sturdy. That was one thing I was really looking out for. Like when I was watching tutorials, I wanted to make sure that when I'm writing, it's not like wobbling too much. This wobbles, it doesn't actually. If it's very high, it wobbles a little bit because of the hinge, but when it's at its lowest, it's very sturdy, and even as it's high, you can see that it's not really shaking that much. It's really good. I really like it. And of course I have like a real plant in the room, and I also have like some fake plants around, because it's not just like a workspace. I also use it for my vanity room, and then I have a dressing mirror. But this is just the area that I wanted to show you guys today. If you want to see a tour of my vanity section, let me know down below and I'll happily do that for you. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you guys. Stay safe.